Hey Porsche family, how's it going? Welcome to another episode on TPN Rainmaker. Now in this video, as you've probably already worked out by the title, I'm going to be doing a oil service on this here Porsche Cayman 987. Now the video is probably really suitable for Cayman and Boxsters, so anything from say 2005 to 2012. And what we're really going to be doing is an oil filter, air filter and the oil itself. So I'm going to show you exactly how to do that, and hopefully you might save a little bit of money in the process. Now everything I'm going to be using in this video you can buy on Amazon, so I'm going to put the links in the description below this video. So I'm going to put some sexy clothes on, let's do business. Sexy mode has been initiated. So we're going to have a look at some of the actual parts that we're going to be replacing in this guide. So we've got here an air filter which is made by Marl. It's the air filter right there. We've also got the oil filter which is made by Bosch. We're using Mobil Super 3000 540 fully synthetic. I'm not saying that this is the exact oil that you should be using because there are many variants with different weights. It's just for me, in the location that I am, the type of weather that we get, the miles on the car, I'm using this oil. And if you have the service message reset on the dashboard, this is what you can use to actually reset that, the POR version 1.0. As I say, link in the description. So the first thing that you're going to need to do is jack the vehicle up. Now, as you can see, I'm using the quick jack system here, which I would actually highly recommend. In fact, it makes life so much easier when doing jobs like this. This is the model. It's quick jack BL5000 SLX, and it's a hydraulic system. It's a DIY hydraulic system, and it's an absolutely fantastic little kit. I will put the link in the description below this video. I just went to get the bucket to clean the oil. Look what's inside, look at that. Wow. Okay, so this is everything that I'll be using in the task today. Links to all of this is available in the description below this video. So obviously you'll need rags and maybe some cloths. I've got a few inspection lights. They're not essential, but they do help you get things done a little bit quicker. I've got my wrench here. I've got a large flathead screwdriver for removing the rear carpet. A small stubby Phillips screwdriver. A T27 Torx bit. An 8mm Allen key. Hammer just to give things a bit of a nudge, oil filter removal tool, diagnostic tool to reset the service message, and if you don't have the luxury that I have, we've got a few axle stands here and also a jack. This is a low loading jack, so you can slide it under low cars if your car is quite low, which I guess it will be. Okay, so as we get under the car, I'll show you exactly what we'll be working with. So this is the drain plug for the oil, and that is where you'll use your 8mm Allen key. That plugs in there, and unscrew that, and then this is the oil filter itself. So we've got a tool to unscrew this, and I'll show you that as well. But I'm going to start by undoing this and getting the oil out. So this is the oil filter removal tool. Now there are a few variations of this, but in essence it's just a little socket which goes onto your wrench, and that goes into there like that. And what this will do is, well, let me show you. Now, one of the most important things you can do when changing the oil on a 987, especially if it's a 987.1, is check the oil filter for any metal particles or sort of metal filings. If you do see any, it can be an indication that there is potentially something about to go wrong catastrophically. We've all heard of the problems that exist with the IMS bearing, so it's really important to check this filter to make sure that there are no signs of any particles. If you were to find any particles, my advice would be not to drive the car at all and make sure you get the IMS upgrade done on the car.
Anything bad?
Now this is a 10-litre bucket, so you can actually see how much has come out. It's about, I would probably have a guess at say about 7.5 to 8 litres. Now with your replacement oil filter, you should get the filter itself and this rubber O-ring. Sorry, there it is. And then you can pop the new oil filter in place. It should just click into place. And then we put that back in the vehicle. So now we're in a position where we can lower the car, put the new oil in and replace the air filter. So to remove the air filter, we need to remove this panel here.
It just means that you're special.
You'll find you remove this with I think it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Torx screws. For this job you need to use your T27 Torx bit. Once removed you should have 5 Torx screws. This panel here should just pop up like so. So the air filter is located in this panel here, and you've got 2 Phillips screws, one there and one there. Probably good idea to use a short stubby screwdriver like this. The panel should just come straight off. Look at the state of that air filter. And then to remove it, it's just held in with one more Phillips screw here. Now it does require a little bit of work, but you can flex this up, and it's got this like protective material here. So you should be able to gradually.
Anything bad.
There we go. You can see the difference between the 2 filters. Pretty incredible actually.
You're one of a kind.
And now we'll put the replacement oil in. The replacement oil is under this flap here. Probably should have undone this at the start of the whole process to maybe release any pressure, but I'm not too worried about that now. Just put some protective paper there, and then we can start putting the oil in. Now make sure to check the oil capacities for your specific car in the owner's manual. This is the S model, it's a 3.4, so it will take 7.75 litres of oil. Now I don't have a funnel, so I'm going to have to be very careful when I do this. Let's go.
It just means that you're special. You're one of a kind.
So the final part of the procedure, other than to put the wheels on, the covers back on, is to reset the service now message that you see on the dashboard when you start the car. To do that, we're going to be using the iCarSoft POR version 1.0. So let's go and do that now. Oil reset. It's loading. I'm going to select manual select. So we're going to select our vehicle, which is a Cayman 987, and it is before 2007. So ignition on, okay. It's in miles. Application complete. Simple as that. So if we click onto OK, come out of this now. We should be able to just, what I'll do is I'll put my seatbelt on actually, so we get rid of that message. So we'll turn it off, key out, and the next time we start up, hopefully the message should be gone completely. There we go, no message on there to say service now. So when it comes to the price of all of this gear, you're probably looking at about just over £100, maybe about $130 to get all of the oil and the oil filter and the air filter. And then the diagnostic tool is available at Diagnostic World, as you can see there. That is probably about £100 again, about $130. So as I say, I'll put all of the links to these kits in the description below this video. Ultimately, you're looking at about £200 or $260 to do the work yourself, but then of course you've got the diagnostic tool for future use whenever you need to use it. So I hope you found this video useful. If you have, please go ahead and click that like button. If you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button and click the bell so you don't miss a single thing. And you can also follow me on Instagram and on Facebook. Just search for TPN Rainmaker. Quite soon I will be doing another video on this car. I'll be doing the ignition coils and the spark plug change as well. It's a little bit more involved, but I aim to do a DIY video on that as well. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.